Hello, dears. How are you? Do you know what is burnout? Because it happens with us sometimes, and it is quite a trouble. It derails us, it detracts us, and we become a useless person for some of the time. It is really important to understand what is the burnout. Burnout is a state of emotional, mental, and physical exhaustion. Emotional, mental, or physical exhaustion. It is caused by prolonged stress. It is caused by overwork and lack of a balanced life. These are very important words indeed. Let me repeat for that reason. Burnout is a state of emotional, mental, and physical exhaustion caused by prolonged stress, caused by prolonged overwork, caused by a lack of balance in the life for a good amount of time. So that is something what does happen: exhaustion, mental, physical, and emotional. So now, what kind of impact does it have upon our life? There are negative impacts, and these are five in number, five major negative impacts upon our lives of the burnout. Number one, it is physical health problem. Physical health problem. It is chronic fatigue and insomnia and digestive issues. That is physical health problems, chronic fatigue, insomnia, digestive issues. Number two, it is the mental health, mental health problems. So earlier we talked about physical problems. Now there are mental health concerns like depression, like anxiety, like and mood swings. Depression, anxiety, and mood swings. So these are mental health concerns. The third major negative impact of the burnout, that is strained relationships, family, friends, and colleagues. The relationships become very strained. And now the fourth major negative impact of the burnout is, that is reduced productivity and poor performance. Reduced productivity and the poor performance. Now the fifth major negative impact of this upon our life is loss of motivation and loss of purpose. The sixth major negative impact of the burnout upon our life is decreased productivity and decreased innovation. The seventh major negative impact of the burnout, that is weakened immune system, which make us fall ill. The eighth and the last major negative impact of the burnout, that is increased absenteeism and turnover. Increased absenteeism and turnover. Let me quickly repeat the negative impact, the major negative impacts of the burnout, of the mental, physical, emotional exhaustion upon our life. Number one, physical health problems. Number two, mental health concerns like depression, anxiety, and mood swing. Number three, it is the strained relationships with the family and with the friends, with the colleagues. Number four, reduced productivity and performance. Number five, loss of motivation and purpose. Number six, decreased productivity and innovation. Number seven, weakened immune system. Number eight, increased absenteeism or turnover. So these are the eight major negative impacts of the exhaustion, mental, physical, and emotional, or the burnout upon our life. Now, what is needed is that how to avoid the burnout. What is needed now to talk about what is the solution, what is the prevention of this burnout, of this mental, physical, and emotional exhaustion. And there are certain things to be done. There are rather 10 very important tips. Number one, it is that set realistic goals and priorities. Setting of realistic goals. What does happen? People are seen setting the unrealistic goals. Unrealistic goals. The goals which are too big, the goals which are not realistic one, the goals which are not achievable. So for that reason, the first tip which is needed is that set realistic goals and the priorities. The number two, it is establish a healthy work life balance. We need to work, there should be a time to work, and there should be a time to relax as well. So that is the second thing out of the 10, that set realist, that is establish a healthy work life balance. Number three, it is practice self care. Practicing self care, exercise, meditation, and relaxation. So that is called yani, plus taking care of your nutrition, taking care of your proper sleep. So that is all comes under the banner of practice self care. The fourth item needed to prevent or to come out of that, this is take regular breaks and vacation. Taking of the regular breaks and taking of the vacations as well, for the purpose of giving rest to your mind, to your body. And that is the fifth item, which is needed to be done for the for the purpose of preempting the burnout. And that is seek support from loved ones, seeking the support from the loved ones, from the mentors, and availing getting the therapy. The sixth item, that is that we need to practice, it is learn to say no. Learning to say no and set boundaries. Setting the boundaries and learning to say no. Now the seventh is engage in the activities that bring joy and that bring fulfillment. Engage in the activities that bring joy and that bring fulfillment to you. Now the eighth item that is needed to be done for the purpose of preempting the exhaustion, mental, physical, and emotional, and are coming out of that, it is the prioritizing sleep and nutrition. Prioritize sleep and prioritize nutrition. Now the ninth item is that reevaluate and adjust your values and priorities. Reevaluation and adjusting. Reevaluation and adjusting of your priorities and your values. Now, the 10th and the last item is that consider seeking professional help if symptoms persist. Consider seeking professional help if the symptoms persist of exhaustion, mental, physical, and emotional, and that is, I think, quite a danger sign. Let me repeat very quickly the 10 of these points which will take us out of the mental, physical, and emotional exhaustion, or which will preempt us, or if at all unfortunately we have fallen into the burnout like situation, the mental, physical, emotional exhaustion. 10 points, each one of these is very important indeed. Let's revise it very quickly. Number one, it is the set realistic goals and priorities. Number two, establish a healthy work life balance. Number three, practice self care like exercise, meditation, and relaxation. Number four, take regular breaks and vacation. Number five, seek support from the loved one, seek support from the mentor, and take the therapy. Number six, learn to say no and set boundaries. Learning to say no and set boundaries as well. Number seven, engage in activities that bring you joy, engage in activities that bring you fulfillment. Now, the eighth is prioritizing sleep and nutrition. Prioritizing sleep, prioritizing nutrition. Now, the ninth point is reevaluate and adjust your values and priorities. Reevaluate and adjust your priorities, and reevaluate and adjust your priorities and values. Now the 10th and the last point is that consider seeking professional help if symptoms persist. Consider seeking professional help if the symptoms persist, the symptoms of mental, physical, or emotional exhaustion. Now remember, prevention and early intervention are keys to managing burnout. That is, prevention and early intervention are keys to managing the burnout. So that is all about the burnout, about the mental, physical, and emotional exhaustion, and how to cure it, how to come out of all that. Thank you.